see how we're doing this today. Sorry, I'm a little bit delayed. All right. So, how are you guys doing? I know it's been a minute since I've been on here, but I've had a lot of internal work and things that I've been working on in myself, and I honestly haven't had the energy to get on here and do the readings as I normally do. So, my bad. And for the signs that I skipped, again, my bad. Like I said, if I don't feel it spiritually or energetically, I can't get on here and do readings. I just can't do it. So I have energy. So today I decided to do a collective reading because shit, doing individual ones takes for fucking ever. But there are 4 separate messages. You decide which one resonates for you. It's energy. Take it as it comes. And if it's not for you, don't force it. You know, I don't want to give you guys any type of wrong information. Hi, Robbie. How are you today? So again, however the energy is resonating, or it could be someone in your immediate field that is going on with, okay? So I'm going to start with my Rebel deck because that's my favorite one. And for the first one, it says fuck fear. So it will lie to your face. So for those of you that have been worried or afraid of making a decision, and this goes into people pleasing. Now, those of you that are people pleasers, I understand that most of us became that way because it was the way we were brought up. You know, it's, at least for me, it was something that I wasn't allowed to express myself. I wasn't allowed to say anything, really. It was do what the fuck I said or I'm a whoop your ass type of situation. So with that being said, you know, if you find that you are a person that is always trying to give or always trying to overcompensate or over accommodate someone else, you need to stop because you keep giving and giving and giving and giving of yourself and you're not getting anything in return. Okay, whether it's your family, your kids, your lover, whoever the hell this individual is that you keep bending over backwards for, you need to stop. Okay, because this is your lesson. This is what you need to learn right now at this time. Okay, so if you're in a relationship or you're dealing with family members that they're used to having you give and do what they want you to do, you need to stop that now, okay? And you need to focus on you and do what's best for you and what makes you happy. And sometimes that also comes with doing inner child healing and healing shit that you probably didn't even realize was wrong with you, okay? Because when you're broken, then you have the need to want to fill that void with helping others or overdoing shit for other people, okay? So that void, you have to address that issue. And for some of you, it's like you're staying in a situation, but you don't want to stay there. You're meant to move. You're meant to get out of the situation, whether it's relocating, breaking up, whatever it is. You're meant to physically remove yourself from this situation, but you're you're still people pleasing. You're still pleasing that individual or the situation. You're still giving to it. And it's something that you need to give up in order to have the new beginning that you're trying to create right now, that you're trying to manifest, okay? Because they're showing me there is abundance and there is fertility that is going to come in, but you have to heal this need to make everybody else happy. You can't make everyone happy at the same time. It's not possible. So if you have to choose someone to make happy, you always, always, always choose yourself. Always have loyalty to yourself first before you give your loyalty to other people, okay? Because they're showing that it is going to be your new beginning. And whatever the situation is, whether you call judgment on it or spirit called judgment on it, or judgment is going to be called on this situation. When judgment is called, it's going to cause a change. It's going to make the wheel turn, okay? So everything that's if everything's upside down right now and you're like, shit's not working out and I can't make progress, things are going to change. But again, you have to make the effort. You have to put that work in to create this change. It's not just going to happen because you want it to fucking happen. You know, ideally, yes, we just I want this, make it happen, and I don't want to suffer through the process. And sadly, that's not real life. Sometimes suffering is very necessary. Now, so again, they said that it's going to change. And again, we have the death card. So that's showing me that it is going to be a new beginning. That is going to lead you to the 10 of Pentacles. That's going to lead you to the happiness that you've been looking for, whether it's a family life or you just reuniting with friends whatever it is that you're trying to work for, you are going to get there, okay? But again, there, like I said, you have to work on the shit that's not good for you. And again, we're back with movement. Some of you might need to do some type of yoga or qigong, some type of exercise that shifts the energy within your body in order to release whatever hostility, anger, whatever it is that you're holding on to, okay? And use your anger for motivation. Use it to do positive things. Hey, Janine, how are you? I know, I am so sorry, girl. I've been working on me, so it's been hard and I haven't had any time, like literally no time. So I'm here now and I'm like, let me give a message real quick before life takes over again. Um, so yes, honor your emotions. If you're mad, feel your feelings. If you're sad, feel your feelings. Whatever it is that you are going through, feel those feelings, but don't allow those feelings to consume you. Okay? Look at it like the weather. You accept it, it comes and it goes. Don't hold on to those emotions, whether they're good or bad, because when you get attached to the feelings, that's what puts us in certain places and we can't move forward and we don't know how to move forward. Okay? But use your anger, whatever it is that you've been like holding on to, because if you are a people pleaser, then there's a great likelihood that your throat chakra is blocked and you don't speak on the things that you need to speak on because you don't want to ruffle any feathers. And I know personally because that used to be me. I used to be that person that I always wanted to keep the peace. Now I don't give a fuck. I speak my truth, whether you like it, you don't like it, not my problem. I said what I needed to say and you take it how you take it and react how you're going to react. So understand that, okay? Whatever that is, release that, okay? Because if it's the fact that you are giving and you're not getting back, then yes, you're going to get upset. But you have to understand that you're allowing this to happen because you're not putting a stop to it. You're not setting boundaries to protect yourself, okay? So whatever that anger is, you have to release that. Hello, Kamal. I'm doing a collective reading right now. Well, it's okay. I'm gonna get my life together soon. Don't worry. I got you, Janine. I got you. But once you get that worked out and you working on the energy, the anger issues that you have, they're showing spirit's gonna bless you. Okay, they're gonna bless you with a relationship. For some of you, others of you, it could be a business partnership or things that you've long waited for. Okay, but for some of you, there are showing it's a banker, someone that has could be an entrepreneur, something in that field of line, probably works on Wall Street, who knows, but they have money. So whoever this person is that's going to be coming in towards you, that's basically going to be your blessing. That's what spirit is blessing you with when you release this toxic energy that you've been holding on to. Okay. And sometimes it's the blockages, because when you create the blockages, it blocks you from expressing your creativity. Okay. I will. I promise you I will. And I know I've been saying it and I feel so bad. I truly feel horrible about it, but I got you. I got you. So it's blocking your creativity right now. So that's the reason why it's important to do some form of exercise. And like I said, yoga is great and qigong is kind of like, that's my go-to all the time when I need to cultivate my energy and get it back on track. Okay. But you need to release this in order for the doors to start opening for you, for your creativity to come back to you. Okay. And again, spirit wants you to think about what it is that you need to release, whatever baggage you've been holding on to your whole life, whatever toxic relationships you still have, whether it's family or friends or partnerships, whatever it is that you're holding on to right now, see what it is that you need to release and do cord cutting, do burn ceremonies. There's many ways to go about releasing all of these things. So just choose which way resonates most with you and do it. And there's a bunch of stuff online, and I found that a lot of the practices that I have done or still do, they come to me naturally. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I could be walking around the store and spirit's like, go get this and go get that and get this and get that. And I just buy it. And then when I get home, I'm like, okay, I have all this shit. But your guides, your spirit, your energy is going to tell you what it is that you need to do and how you need to use these elements. Okay. So don't be afraid of it and just really think about the things that you're holding on to that are not beneficial to you or that's causing the blockages within you. Because spirit wants you to heal. And for some of you, You might be seeing a lot of birds. I know I have recently. It's shit's crazy. But pay attention to whatever the type of bird is that you see, okay? Or animal, anything. Whatever it is that you're seeing that you're just like, wow, that's nice. It's very random. Look up the animal and see what the spirit meaning is for you, okay? Because you guys need to really heal in order for you to fully be receptive to what spirit is trying to bring to you, okay? And when you start healing, you become more receptive because you're allowing the energy to flow and you're allowing yourself to be open. Okay. And when you get the blessings that spirit's going to give you, remember to give to others. And I'm not saying, oh, just give all your money away or whatever. As much as giving your time to someone is a lot. Okay. So, however you feel when you're blessed, be a blessing to someone else. Okay. Because you don't know what people need or what they're going through. Whatever's going on in this situation, some of you might have these like inklings, these feelings that there's something you don't know about the situation, that you're like, there's something that I'm not getting clarity on. There's something there that's just nagging and nagging and nagging at you. But you're going to get clarity, whether it's already happened or is going to happen. You're going to get clarity on the situation. And sometimes it's as much as it can be a memory from your past of something traumatic that happened to you that you need to release, that you haven't released, or a memory or a conversation that you had with someone that you forgot about. That's like, now I understand why this happened. Now I get this whole situation. It's clarity, okay? It's, you got to get that, because some of you have been calling and praying for your soulmate to come back to you, or to come to you, period. And this person, you guys share a lot of chemistry. You have a lot of passion together between the two of you. It could be one of you or both of you. Well, the whole fucking world right now is having financial issues, so I'm not going to bullshit that. No, but a lot of people aren't working right now. So that could be affecting what some of this is, because maybe you are people pleasing, or maybe you are in a toxic relationship and you stay because that's your support right now. That's the only way you can make ends meet without you putting yourself in a bad position. Okay, so be aware of this and heal. Okay, you don't have to say yes to everybody. You don't have to say yes to everything. It's okay to say no. You don't need to be liked by anyone. That's not what we're here for. When we come to this planet, we come to do our job, whatever spirit is guiding us to do. We don't come here to be married to you and make sure you're happy and I make your life a million times easier while I make my own life fucking harder. No, you don't. That's not what we're here for. And believe me, I've said this to many people. Like, I was not created to please you. That's not what the fuck I'm here for. So if you don't like it, keep it fucking pushing. I don't have the time. And the crystal that I pulled for this reading was malachite. Let me see what the meaning is for that one. So malachite is clarity of thought and emotions, the right use of intellect, integrating thoughts and intuition, okay? So don't be so caught up in your head with whatever you have going on. Truly start operating from a place of love, okay? And you have to love yourself before you can truly operate in any other fashion, all right? So please do that. Now, the second reading, they gave me make it rain. So I'm not sure if some of you are starting new jobs, starting new businesses, because why not? We have the time to focus, our energy into that. Because that's, you guys are procrastinating. You guys aren't, you keep putting it off, Oh, congratulations. And you're going to Florida again, girl. Move. You need to live in Florida. I haven't been there for a while. Hopefully I make it back. But yeah, so when it comes to your money, you guys are procrastinating. And I feel like it's in regards to you starting your own business or you putting in the work for your own creation. All right. But they're saying you need to stop putting it off. And when you start taking action, you're going to start attracting success. But you have to have self-discipline. And I know it's hard right now to have any form of self-discipline when we're in quarantine. Our schedules are out of whack. We waking up at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. I know, I just got back on a routine. So I'm not judging. I'm telling you, I'm all fucked up too. So stop procrastinating. If you've had an idea that you've been like, yo, this would be so awesome, or this would be beneficial to humanity, put in the work, take one step at a time, because I know when you take on projects, it's overwhelming. And I'm going through this at this moment. Is just, it's so much that I'm like, okay, I can't. I need to do one thing at a time. So really chip away at it a little bit at a time. Say, okay, today I'm going to do research. Tomorrow I'll make phone calls, or I'll have a plan. Whatever it is that you're doing, just chip away at it, okay? Because some of you, this is causing internal conflict. Like, you don't know which way to go, what to do, and it's causing a disruption in whatever you have with your material and spiritual life right now, okay? So between the 3D and the 5D, it's like it's not in alignment. You're not, I'm sorry, I keep getting messages. You're not in alignment. So you have to figure out what it is, so that way you can get back in alignment to make this happen. And some of you are going to be getting a message from someone from your past. And when I say past, it could be someone that you shared a past life with, someone you've known from your childhood. Usually when I see the Six of Cups, for me, it's usually family, friends, someone I haven't spoken to in a really, really long time. It doesn't have to always be like a romantic love situation, but someone from your past is going to be communicating to you. Okay. So it might clear the air for whatever crap has been going on between you guys, but that's what's coming up right now. And yeah, again, they're showing, if you haven't had communication with this individual, whatever it is, it's spirit's trying to work on them. Normally when I see this Seven of Wands, I look at it as it's a type of contemplation, like you're not sure, they don't know which way they're going to go. But for this particular deck here, when I see it as spirit is trying to withdraw something. They're trying to take out toxicity. So they're trying to get this person to communicate with you. But when they come through, they're going to communicate with truth. There's not going to be anything else that's going to come of that, okay? And again, when this happens, this person could be at a distance from you. So it could be like far, far away, or they could be in another state, another country, wherever they are. That may require travel for you guys to be able to have this conversation or be able to communicate. And for some of you, it could just be as simple as taking a trip or taking a vacation. Okay, but that is what's coming up. But whoever this is, if this isn't work related, this person is scared. They don't have the courage to come forth to you. So they have to find that courage to make the effort, to take the trip, to take the flight, the drive, whatever it is that they need to do to get to where they're supposed to be. So if they're coming to make amends with you, they have to have the courage, because right now they don't have it. They're lacking in it. And some of you, there's an elderly woman, older woman. It could just be an aunt, like mother. It could be a healer, someone that is more mature than you are, that is also thinking and helping. And this is, when I get this card, because it's courthouse. So sometimes it could literally mean courthouse situations, where things are getting done through the courts, but other times it's just business doings. Okay. So it could be, oh, well, you know what, I didn't file my taxes, or I need to go to DMV today, or things like that. And the person that is going to assist you is going to be an elderly woman who has pretty positive and good thoughts, good energy. Okay. But you guys have to start trusting the wisdom that you've come across throughout your life. You look at your life, look at the things that you've learned, look at the things you've overcome, and apply that wisdom to your life now. Okay. Don't look at everything you've been through as hardship or detrimental, or it's been bad. Don't look at things like that. Look at it as, okay, these are the lessons that I've learned. These are the things that I've been through. How can I use this? How can I help someone else get out of these situations or avoid these situations? Because sometimes we go through things to help other people deal with things. So wherever you are and however this is resonating with you, apply the wisdom that you have. Okay. So this person that's afraid, you've experienced as much as you needed to experience, and whatever spirit is guiding you towards, that's what you need to move towards now. Okay. And even if it scares the shit out of you, especially if it scares the shit out of you, that means you really need to go towards it, and you really need to take action on it. Okay. Because if you are allowing fear to control you, you're never going to change anything in your life. You're not going to be able to create the things that you want to create because you're allowing fear. And the challenges that we face sometimes deter us because it's so much, it's so overwhelming that we can't find it within us to just take that step because we're so drained, or spiritually we're just like, I just can't anymore. I've been through too much. I don't have it in me. But Spirit wants you to know that the challenges that we come across are blessings in disguise, okay? Those are truly things that make us stronger. They make us more conscious. They make us more alive, because if you live your life in peace, no disruption, no anything, then really you're not going to evolve. You're not going to change. You're not going to grow. Nothing is going to happen. So please, Spirit is giving you a gift. When you have challenges, if you need help, ask for help, especially from your spirit guide. Calling your spirit guide, your ancestors, the divine, whatever it is for you, call on them so that they can make this happen for you if you need help. And I ask for help, and I ask for clearing of obstacles, but I also ask for it to not be in a very I ask for it to be in a peaceful manner. I don't want my life to get thrown up in my face. I want everything to be like kind of a smooth transition, at least as smooth as possible. So be specific in what you're asking for, because Spirit will help you, and sometimes you just be like, whoa, I just went through a whole fucking crash course of shit. I don't want no more. So be specific in what you want. But they want you to really have a plan. For those of you that are doing the business thing, have a plan. Make a list, write down the things that you need to accomplish, like businesses you need to contact, items that you need to have for the business, loans, grants, things like that. Whatever it is, start writing these things down so that way you have an actual plan and you can chip away at it. Because if you just say, okay, I'm opening a business and this is going to be, let's say you're going to do fucking yoga and I'm going to do a yoga studio, and that's all you have. You don't have any idea as to how you're going to run the business, the area you're trying to go to, the things that you need to make it happen. Look into this, okay? And have a genuine plan and work on it clearly, okay? And some of you need to really, really, really get grounded, because if you've been through this disruption, internal tower moment, whatever it is, we become fragmented. And I say fragmented, it's our souls. Like when we go through traumatic things, we lose pieces of our souls. Like it stays wherever that trauma was, whatever it was that happened. It's like we lose that piece of our souls, and then our souls, our auras, whatever you want to call it, it's like they have holes, like we're missing pieces. So it's easier for negative and other things to seep into our energy field when we're not complete. And you can look it up online, find out about fragmented souls. But ultimately, you have to start working on calling in your energy and calling your soul back to you so that you can heal yourself and be a full person again, okay? And again, with the wisdom, they're saying to trust yourself and take appropriate action. So if you've really been procrastinating and delaying, this is the perfect time, okay? We're all on a pause, and most of us feel like the pause was for us because we just fucked up. So it's like giving us a chance to correct everything we did. So look at it that way and just trust that Spirit is giving you the proper information and the proper guidance. And even if you take the risk and it's not, like in your mind, you're like, oh, it's going to be peachy. Sometimes it's not peachy. Sometimes there are lessons that we need to go through before we get to that peachy place. Okay, so don't be pissed off at your spirit guides, because I know I've had many words with my spirit team that were not very friendly, because I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, I can't trust y'all. Y'all fucking me up right now. So, you speak to your guys however. They know who you are. They know how you are. So you communicate how you communicate. But make sure that you are taking the necessary steps, and whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, make sure that you are basically 150% sure that that is what you're putting your energy into, and that's truly what you want to create, whether it's manifesting this person back into your life or it's manifesting this business, however this is, because those are the two messages that are coming out right now. It's really like business orientated and relationship. So whichever one it is for you, just make sure you're taking the necessary steps. So if you're trying to get back towards someone and you're walking toward, like trying to get to a person, be practical. If you haven't talked to them in a while, maybe touch base with them, see what's good with them, or talk to friends, because you ever have people that you just like, y'all break up when you're kids, you're younger, and then you have your friends like playing mediator and trying to make everything okay again. Sometimes you need those people to kind of help make things better. Because if you guys have fiery energy and you guys kind of butt heads a little bit when you communicate, then a mediator might be like, hey, set up a blind date or a meeting or something to make things go better. So just be sure about what you're putting into your desires, okay? Because they want you to be positive about your love life. So if you've been like, nah, this shit ain't never gonna happen, like my love life is shot, I don't even know what she's talking about right now, that's cool, that's fine. It's not for everybody, but it's either something that's going to happen or is happening now. But you have to be positive because whatever it is that you guys have in between you, it's definitely worth going forward and seeing where things can lead. But you have to be open and not have the blockages, because this is something that can lead to marriage. So for whoever this is, whatever this individual is, they're procrastinating because they're afraid, but they do have that connection to you and they have those feelings to you that at some point they want to offer you marriage. So just be fully aware. And like I said, if this is more business, then you probably will come across other people that you will create partnerships with that will give to the whatever it is that you're working on. They're going to give to that, and you will have contracts and paperwork with them. Hi, Amber. How are you? I haven't talked to you in a while. So that's the second reading. For the second reading, I pulled the orange sapphire crystal. Okay. Let me see what that one says. Nope, go back. All right, so for orange sapphire, it's saying joy and sensuality, respecting your body and body love. Okay, so for whoever that is, that's the card and the crystals that Spirit says is beneficial for you. Now, onto the third message. Sorry, I got something in my eye. All right, so for this one, it says, get over yourself and pull your shit together. So whoever's been all over the place right now, this is what we're going to get into. Help people, give back, and do good shit for humanity. Okay, especially now since we're in this place and there's a lot of people that are suffering more than we're suffering just because we're in quarantine. Zael, thank you. So for those of you that they said pull your shit together, but it's more of you guys are feeling like you can change someone or you can heal someone or you can force someone to do something that they're not interested in doing right now, okay? Whatever it is, understand that it's not your responsibility first and foremost, okay? It's not your responsibility, is you and healing you. Anyone else's, yes, you can provide them with information, you can provide them with whatever knowledge you have, little seeds here and there. And at some point, maybe they'll be awakened to it and they'll want to fix themselves and heal the situation. But this, it's addiction. Somebody here has addictions because their health right now is in jeopardy. Or they need to take care of themselves. They need to go look and see, have an exam done and see what's going on in their bodies. So if it's been overeating, drinking, smoking, other extracurricular activity, whatever it is that you're addicted to, you got to start that down a little bit, okay? Because it's like, it's your shadow self. You're fighting with your shadow self. So if you're dealing with someone and they're not trying to heal or they're still in a toxic place, they're having a hard time letting go of the addictions, of the toxicity, okay? They keep facing challenges and kind of hitting walls with this situation. So if this is you, if it's the other person, whatever it is, you can't fix them, okay? And some of you have just kind of been in a place of sadness. And others of you might be pregnant by this individual or may become pregnant, because I got two cards here that show me pregnancy. Like this one here, she's pregnant, and then that's the baby, and the baby looks like he's trying to go back into her womb, but that's not possible. So for those of you that do have children and that is the case, okay, but they're showing that yes, this person is in an emotional place right now, and it's like they were offering their love, or are trying to offer their love, but this person is toxic and they haven't dealt with their shadow side in order to be receptive to the love that you're trying to offer them. Okay, they're kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like they're I want bound, but I'm looking for a different word. So they feel trapped, almost stuck. Like that's kind of what's keeping them in this cycle of not making progress, not moving forward, because they have to release the shadow self. They have to release the toxicity. They have to let go of those things in order to move forward, because they're showing that the wheel is going to turn, but it's going to turn once they start facing their fears, once they start facing their shadow self. Oh, what's going on, Janine? Um, so yeah, like I said, for some of you, it is pregnancy that's, you're dealing with this individual, and that in itself is a challenge. And for others of you, when this wheel turns, it's going to lead to, it could be a reunion, it could be partnerships, you waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for the blessings to come in. And they're saying that it's time you have to meditate, you have to connect with spirit, okay? You have to focus on your breathing. And sometimes it's easier if you have a hard time meditating, counting and like literally just focusing on the breath will help you stay in that place. For me, I need to move. I just need to move. It's hard for me, and I've been getting better, but it's like if I do 30 minutes of meditation, maybe like 5 to 10 of it is actual meditation where it's quiet. So just be aware of that, but some of that is coming into you, and you need to honor your feminine energy. So if you are a masculine energy, understand that we all embody feminine and masculine energies. Okay, some of us are more feminine, some of us are more masculine energies, but you have to be okay with having that energy. You have to balance that energy out, because if you're very, very masculine and you're like not in touch with your emotions or your feminine side whatsoever, you're causing an imbalance right now, and that's causing you to have these addictions and try to you're self-medicating at this point. That's basically what you're doing right now, and you have to learn to love yourself, because ultimately when we're putting poison and toxins into our body, it's because we're hurt, we're damaged, there's something broken within us that we can't figure out what it is or how to fix it. So we're not loving ourselves, because basically we're poisoning ourselves. Okay, and they're showing me feminine energy. Girl, meditating is real. It's some hard shit, I know. I've been struggling. That's why qigong is like my go-to. I'm like, okay, this I can focus on and move and do something that keeps me occupied, because I got ADD. I be everywhere, like the fucking like a squirrel. It just that be me. And for some of you, it could be actual imprisonment, but that's not how I see it. I'm seeing it as a female that feels like she's stuck, like she's trapped right now. And this is something that has been going on maybe over the course of the past 2 years, or currently still progressing. Like maybe it just started and it's going to happen for probably between a year and 2 years from now. So whatever it is that's happening right now, this is something that's been going on with this feminine energy, and she just feels very trapped in the situation. Okay, so it seems like this feminine energy is struggling with loving herself and finding the balance within her, okay, and finding her self-worth, which is very important. And meditation will help you quiet your mind so that you can hear what spirit is trying to tell you. And I know we're in quarantine, but just because we're in quarantine doesn't mean that you have all the free time in the world to do what you need to do for you. And I can attest to that shit, because I don't have any fucking time, which is crazy. Well, sleep meditations are good as well. But actually, I think it's different if you do it sitting up and awake. So take a time out, whether it's like, okay, I have kids at home, I have all this going on, I'm still working from home, whatever it is, you need to take time out for you. So if I'm going to go take a walk, I'm going to go spend time with a friend, however it is, start doing that, because you need time for you, so that way you don't lose your shit. It's facts. Like if you do too much of something and you're stuck in the house, like all of us are, but you have kids and you're working, you're going to go fucking crazy. You're going to go crazy. That's it. So please work on that, okay? And let it just be what it is. Help yourself, heal yourself, okay? and be gentle with yourself, because we're our hardest critics. Okay, we'll talk all types of shit to ourselves and make ourselves feel horrible, and we wouldn't say that to someone else. We wouldn't make someone else feel bad like that. So why do you do it to yourself? Okay, so make sure that you are looking at everything that's happening and try to look at it not only from your perspective, because that's normally how we approach things, from our perspective. Try to look at it from various perspectives and see how different things are working for you. So it's like, okay, well, you know what? Where are we at here? This person has their addictions, they have their toxic tendencies that you feel like you're stuck in, that you can't get out of right now. And no matter how much work you do spiritually to get out of that, it's like they're bringing you back down. And you work and work and work, and they bring you back down. And you work and work and work, and they bring you back down. So look at it from different perspectives, because this individual might not realize that that's what they're doing, that they're that toxic person in your life, that's kind of their toxicity is overflowing into your body. Okay, so be aware of this and just be perceptive of what's happening around you. um, and for some of you, this is going to, like I said, it could be a tower moment that's coming for you. Whether it's internal or external, there is going to be a tower moment that happens in regards to this, whatever this toxicity is for you. Make sure that you are being more observant. Okay, don't just don't argue, don't throw yourself out there and just be very combative. Kind of step back and just adapt to the situation and see what's going on, because when tower moments happen, it's because things need to change for the higher good. They need to change to get you to where you're meant to be spiritually, so that you can start living the life you're supposed to be living. Okay, but just make sure you're being aware, because sometimes you can't direct the way things are happening, and it's easier to flow with it than to fight it, because if you fight it, then it's going to be a worse tower moment, and you don't want worse tower moments. You want it to be as peaceful as possible. But again, for those of you that have been self-medicating, spirit wants you to detox your body, your mind. Okay, you have to start detoxing these things. And I know it isn't easy to just fucking quit overnight. I know. I know, because I'll quit and then I'm like, oh, I'm starting again. And then I quit and then I'm starting again. So take the time, okay? If you can't quit cold turkey, then say, okay, I'm only going to have a drink at this time, or I'm only going to smoke at this time. And then kind of cut it back a little bit at a time, day by day. And as the days go on, it'll become easier. So just try meditating. Zael, so just try meditating and working on that, because once you start meditating, it's going to kind of help you, and you're going to get to a place where you want to actually fill your body with healthier stuff. You want to put good into your body, so you're not going to keep filling it with toxins. Okay. And again, some of you are very, very wise, and spirit is providing you with the wisdom you need to move forward right now. But they want you to really, because this is going to be challenging for whoever this is, whatever's happening in your life right now. It's very challenging for you, but you have to call upon the things that you've been through in your life to help you get through it. And they're saying that there's things that you might not be seeing, or if this person has addictions and you're not fully aware of the addictions, then that could be what it is, that you're just like, you're not paying attention. So pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to, okay, well, this person has been drinking a little bit more than normal. This person has been smoking more than normal. Whatever it is, see, kind of poke and probe and be like, okay, well, why is this happening? What's going on with that? Why is this going on? Okay, and they're saying that it's necessary to take a risk and make the effort, especially if it comes to this relationship situation. Now, it could be that the person hasn't made any effort, or that you haven't made any effort, but you take it how it resonates, because one of you have been putting forth the effort and have expressed your emotions and basically just laid everything out on the table and just kind of waiting to see what you're going to get back. So just be careful. And for if it's the other way around, where this person hasn't expressed anything, then you need to express yourself at some point, because if not, you're going to end up losing this connection because you're so afraid to speak. All right, so just be fully aware of that. Now, the crystal I pulled for this one was Moldavite, and this is a high vibrational crystal. but it's costly. But there's also fake moldavite that's floating around. So don't make sure that you're in person when you buy this. You don't want to buy this online. Transformation, rebirth through fire, initiation, and opening to new experiences, revitalization, and renewal. So this would be awesome for that. Now, the last message that I have for you guys, I'm sorry, I'm trying to clean up my mess. So now this message here, it says, you look like a shit show. You're a hot mess. Fact, clean yourself up. So for those of you that have been just kind of all over the place, dealing with a lot of mental conflict and not sure which way to go, Spirit wants you to surrender to your inner peace and your healing, okay? Stop. You have to stop holding on to the past or to who you used to be or whatever you believed yourself to be. And I can sit here and tell you, genuinely, it's not fucking easy. It's not easy to release the person you've been for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 fucking years and become the spiritual light being that you're working towards becoming, because you're kind of in between. And that's how I feel. I feel like I'm in an in-between place. So it's like you want to surrender to the inner peace and the inner healing, but if you're coming from a toxic place and you're still in that environment, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard as fuck to heal yourself and be peaceful when you have crazy and toxic and alcohol and drugs and sex and whatever the fuck else going on in your environment. All right. So it's necessary to remove things and cut cords so that way you can start healing. And once you start accepting the inner peace and releasing this negative thought process and this conflict that you have in your mind, because some of you are having a lot of conflict in regards to a new beginning, but there was a lot of hurt and a lot of truths that came out, or you hurt someone when you spoke the truth. However, it's resonating, but trust your intuition, because they're showing that it's gonna bring new stable beginning. Now, I have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands here. So these are, when I see her, it's just, this is someone that is like, she looks sad and she cut someone, but it's more because she was trying to protect herself in the process of whatever was happening. All right. And that's how I see this person. Like, she's guarded. She has two swords. So she's protecting herself. And at the same time, she's fighting, so that's technically the bitch card, like straight to the point. I'm not dealing with nobody's bullshit. That's what I don't give a fuck. That's probably my favorite card. So, and it could be same sex for some of you, and other people it could be there's mental conflict because there's more than one person involved in this situation. But whatever it is that's happening here, this Tower moment occurred because maybe if you are the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Wands, you take it how it resonates. If you are the Queen of Swords and you probably found out about a Queen of Wands that caused you a Tower moment, which caused you to lash out, and it became hurtful towards other people. Now, so for those of you that, whatever this is, I feel like someone might have found out about another person, another individual that's causing some discord within their minds, but it is causing a Tower moment. And for some of you, this has a lot to do with, I didn't want to say sexual, but I'm going to have to say sexual. It's sexual healing, something that you have to become comfortable with, letting go of, healing it, whatever it is, it's something that needs to take place, okay? And I really hope no one was violated, because I don't want to go down that rabbit hole right now, and I feel really heavy in my heart, and I don't like that. So if that is something that has occurred, understand that you're not alone, and it's not something for you to be ashamed of, okay? Because it wasn't your doing. It was something that was done to you, all right? And whether you agreed, you didn't agree, whatever it was, understand. You can move past this, okay? Don't be ashamed of it. Don't let it bring you down. Don't let it consume your life. Don't let that be what brings you down, all right? Understand that it happened, Accept how it made you feel your feelings, and release it, okay? And take whatever necessary actions you feel are right for you. Not what other people are pushing you to do, but what you feel is right for you to do. All right? And I will say that a million times over. But yeah, there was something about that. And some of you, it may have been, like I said, a third party where you found out that the person you was with someone else that caused the tower moment for you. But Spirit's telling you that they are bringing you blessings, okay? So whatever it is that's going on is this healing process. So if you're healing because there was a breakup, because there was a third party, because of some type of sexual trauma, trust your intuition when you're going through these things and you're dealing with them, okay? Don't shut it down. Don't brush it under the rug like it didn't happen, and just keep living life. Feel your feelings, because then you'll be able to release it. If you just keep it in the back of your head and you keep replaying it and reliving it, then naturally you're going to recreate that situation in your life again. And that's something you don't want. And for those of you that this was a third party, it's going to cause a change to your relationship, your marriage, whatever it is that you have going on. I have the marriage card here. So they're telling me that it's going to cause a change, and you're going to be brought to the person that you are meant to be with. And some of you need to reach out to your friends, okay? Because when you're, just think about when you're around other people, like certain people, when you're around people that are really light and love and you have fun, the exchange is beautiful. You guys are both happy, you guys are both giving the energy, and everything is going well. So it makes you feel better, it puts you in a better place, it makes you be able, it allows you to love yourself more when you put yourself in those types of situations, as opposed to surrounding yourself with someone who has a lot of mental discord or is very toxic and apparently a liar. Um, so you have to see, because the more time you spend with people that are toxic and that type of energy, naturally you're going to absorb it. Okay. If you're empathic, whatever it is, energy is contagious. So the more time you spend with toxicity, the more toxic you're going to become. So try to step out of the toxicity and go into a better place and deal with people that are loving and supportive and want you to be better and want you to heal and become a better individual. All right. But please, like I said, don't be hard on yourself. Whatever it was that happened, don't be hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Allow whatever feelings you have, but be gentle with yourself and love yourself. And when I say be gentle, look at yourself and treat yourself as you would a little child. If the little child got hurt or something bad happened to that kid, you're not going to be mean. You're not going to be hard. You're not going to blame them. You're not going to tell them this is your fault and you're fucking stupid for allowing this. You're not going to do that. You're going to love that child. You're going to tell that child it's okay. You're going to tell them that it wasn't their fault and they shouldn't feel bad. Okay? That's the way you need to speak to yourself. That's the way you have to love yourself in order to heal whatever this was. Because if you keep on with the toxicity and talking badly to yourself, you're only going to bring yourself down more and you're going to put yourself in a state of depression. So please find that love within you, okay? Because they're saying whatever answers that you're seeking, if you haven't been able to get clarity or a peace of mind in this situation, you're going to get it soon. All right. So if it is a third party, if it has to do with some type of abuse, whatever it is, you're going to get what you're looking for. So please stay optimistic and believe that that's what's coming towards you. You don't have to put the energy out to look for it. It's going to come. That's how I look at things. I don't waste my time. I don't be like, oh yeah, well, no, I don't fucking care. I'm like, when spirit wants me to know about it, it'll be presented to me. And at that point in time, I'm going to deal with it. I'm not going to drive myself crazy wondering and what if this and if they are, because you can't change what someone else is doing. They want to go fuck somebody, they're going to fuck somebody. You can't change it. You can't stop it. You got to let it rock. So you have to make peace with understanding you have no control over anyone but yourself. And you have to control your emotions, okay? And believe that you can get through this, all right? Whatever challenges have been presented to you right now, whatever it is that you're going through right now that caused this tower moment, you're going to get through this. Just be strong and have faith that it's going to happen for you, okay? Because they're saying once you find your strength and you find your independence, that's going to be your foundation. That's going to be where you're starting to build from, okay? So it's no longer going to be faulty. It's no longer going to be something that's broken it's going to be a firm foundation that you're going to start building from. So if it's been a codependent situation, or it's just been kind of not on the up and up situation, transformation is going to take place. All right. So allow the transformation to happen and use this pain as the catalyst. Use it to get you to where you need to go for healing. Don't just hold on to it. Don't feel bad. Don't cry every day about it. It's okay. It happened. Maybe cry for 2, 3, 4, however many days. Get it out your system. But don't keep revisiting that memory. Don't keep revisiting that thought. It's okay. That happened. Cut it off. I'm done with it. And yeah, it might come up again. And as it comes up, acknowledge the thought, but also release it. Don't hold on to it and don't stay stuck in that energy because it's detrimental. I'm telling you from experience, it is detrimental to keep yourself in that type of state. All right. But they want you to embrace this transformation because great things are going to come to you. And they're saying you need to love yourself first, because when you love yourself, you're putting out to the universe that this is how I need to be loved. This is what I want to be brought to me. I want someone to love me the way I love me. I want to be treated the way I treat me. Okay, so if you're the person that's giving, 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 and you're empty, then you're going to be presented with someone that's going to take. So you have to have the balance of give and take. So if you've been giving, 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 stop fucking giving and allow that person to give, and vice versa. All right, because you deserve love. Everyone deserves to be loved, and we all are loved. It's just we stray away from it because of the way society is and our cultural upbringings. Okay, so just understand you have to love you. And this has been like a constant theme the past few days. I'm like, you have to love you more than you love anyone else. Okay, and that's your kids, your husband, your parents, whatever it is. You have to love you and show up for you more than you do it for any and everyone else. And that was my problem. I showed up for everyone else. I loved everyone else more than I loved myself. And it's a process, and it's a lot to be able to admit to yourself that you have no self-worth, or you're not lovable, or you feel like you're not shit, and it's hard ass conversations, but that's how you heal. You face your shit, you deal with your shit and accept it and move forward. Okay. And be a guide for someone else, provide that knowledge to another individual. Okay, so if you're thinking about staying with this person or trying to work things out or whatever, you have to let this go. All right, you have to release this. You have to cut the cords, release this energy, release the toxicity, move out of the situation. However it resonates, whatever it is that you feel you need to do, you have to let that go and move forward. Okay, and if some of you have been violated by someone that you are married to, it's not okay. And I don't give a fuck. Just because you're my husband or I'm your wife or my wife, whatever the fuck you are to me, doesn't mean that you have the rights to my body. Doesn't mean that you can do whatever the fuck it is you want with me without my consent. All right. So if that's the shit they throwing at you, no, that's not okay. I don't give a fuck. No, it's your body. You control what happens to you. Don't let anyone tell you different. So that's that message. Now the crystal I pulled for that is, I don't know. I'm almost there. Sorry. Was spirit quartz, connecting to community, universal love, harmony, and cooperation. All right. So if any of those crystals resonate with you, like I said, I like healingcrystals.com. I get pretty good crystals from them. And I feel the energy, like as soon as I get the package, I feel the energy of the crystals. So I know that they're not fake and it's not some bullshit. I'm going to pull some cards from the Angel Answer decks. I'm going to pull 4 cards. So I'll give you time to focus on a question. And you can choose now if it's going to be the first, second, third, or fourth card that you're going to accept for your answer before I start pulling them. Okay, I'm going to shuffle so you guys have time. All right. Holy shit. Okay, I'm sorry. Too many cards. One card, please. Well, that smacked me in the face. That was some disrespectful ass shit. But basically, you will have success. All right, you're gonna have success in this, whatever it is that you're asking. Now, the second card is a year from now. So if you're asking about time frames, so what is it? Springtime next year? And that's too many cards. Sorry. Jesus, one, please, just one. All right, and this one is if you believe. All right, so make sure that you have your intention set and you have the positive intention set. Don't let the dark thoughts get into your head. And the last card is don't stop. All right. So whatever it is that you started or you've been like, whatever is going on, keep going. Okay. Make it happen. And please work on your throat chakras to ensure that you're communicating effectively. Work on your sacral chakras because that also came out, and the heart chakra, because naturally when we go through pain and all this shit, we shut it off. So we kind of become closed off emotionally. So please work on those things and allow time and spirit to work. All right. I love you guys. Thank you. I don't know when I'll be back on here because I'm crazy busy right now, but I will try to find a balance. It's kind of where I'm at right now. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your support. I hope this gave you some form of clarity and some form of guidance. I hope you have a good day. All right. Take it easy.